The truth about light and diet foods that nobody tells you. You're at the supermarket shelf, you pick up the light version of a product, feeling like you've made the right choice for your health. The packaging is clean, maybe green or blue, and the magic word, light or zero, shines like a promise. But what if I told you that this choice, so encouraged by the industry, might be exactly what's sabotaging your results? What if that aisle of healthy products is actually a labyrinth of half-truths designed to keep you frustrated and spending money on an illusion? Today, we're going to unmask this industry. We're going beyond the pretty labels and empty promises. The truth about light and diet foods is much more bitter than the taste of the sweeteners they use. The illusion in the shopping cart. Let's be honest. The scene is familiar. You enter the supermarket with the mission of making better choices. You avoid the snacks, walk straight past the sweets, and head straight to the yogurt section. There, you ignore the traditional creamy yogurt you really wanted and grab the light version. Less fat, you think. Then you swap your favorite soda for the zero sugar version. And for a snack, instead of bread and butter, a Fit cookie. Your cart fills up with these products. Light cream cheese, light turkey breast, light mayonnaise, diet juice. At the checkout, the bill is higher, but you pay with a certain pride. After all, you're investing in your health. But the weeks go by. You maintain the routine, eat the bland yogurt, drink the metallic-tasting soda, and the scale doesn't budge. Or worse, you feel more bloated and crave sweets more than before. The frustration is total. You ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? I'm eating everything light? This frustration is real, and it's not your fault. The fault lies with a system designed to confuse. This feeling of running without getting anywhere is the result of decades of clever marketing that prioritizes profit, not your health. They made you believe the key was subtracting fat, sugar, calories. But nobody told you what they ADD instead. That's the first layer of the lie. The food industry used our fear of fat and sugar to create a billion-dollar market for reformulated products. They sold us an easy solution that allows us to continue consuming processed foods with a clear conscience. The problem is that this solution not only fails to deliver results, but it may be worsening your health and making weight loss even more difficult. And that's what we're going to investigate now. The investigative revelation, unveiling the labels. This is where our investigation begins. We're going to open the industry's black box and expose the lies one by one. Lie 1. Intentional confusion. Light, diet, and zero. The industry's first weapon is confusion. They use light, diet, and zero as synonyms for healthy. But the technical truth is quite different. A diet product is made for people with specific needs, such as diabetics or those with hypertension. In these products, a nutrient, usually sugar, is removed or reduced to an insignificant amount. But here's the catch. Sugar-free doesn't mean calorie-free. Diet chocolate is a classic example. To compensate for the lack of sugar, the industry adds more fat. The result? A diet chocolate can be as caloric or even more caloric than the traditional version. It's safe for a diabetic who needs to control their blood sugar, but it's not a good option for someone who wants to lose weight. Now, the term light. For a product to be light, it needs to have a reduction of at least 25% in calories or in some nutrient, such as sugar, fat, or sodium, compared to the original version. The key word is reduction. It's not exemption. And here lies another danger. Because the product is light, people feel authorized to consume more. You eat twice as many slices of light cheese, and in the end, you end up consuming the same calories, or even more. Finally, there's zero. Usually zero sugar, this category indicates the total absence of the component. Unlike diet, which may have a nutrient replaced, zero simply removes it. Many soft drinks that were once diet are now zero to attract the general public. But as we will see, the absence of sugar opens the door to another army of ingredients. Artificial sweeteners. This confusion is not an accident. It's marketing. The industry counts on our haste and our desire for a simple solution, using the word light as a seal of health, that in practice often doesn't hold up. Lead us to the unfair trade. What they take away and what they put in its place. This is perhaps the most shocking part. When the industry removes an ingredient like fat or sugar, it needs to put something else in its place so that the product doesn't lose flavor and texture, and the substitutions are often worse. Think of a light yogurt with less fat. Fat gives creaminess and flavor. To compensate for its removal, the industry adds sugars, modified starches, and thickeners. You buy it thinking you're making a healthy choice, but end up consuming more sugar and additives. The same happens in reverse. In sugar-free products, such as gelatin and powdered juices, the solution is to use sweeteners and an ingredient called maltodextrin. Remember this name. Maltodextrin is a processed carbohydrate from corn, rice, or potato, used to give body and texture. The problem? Despite not being sweet, maltodextrin has a very high glycemic index, sometimes higher than that of sugar. This causes a spike in glucose and insulin, exactly what those seeking to lose weight should avoid. And there's another villain that comes into play, especially in light savory products: sodium. To compensate for the reduction of fat in cheeses and cold cuts, the industry increases sodium to enhance flavor. Studies and product analyses show that light versions can have a significantly higher sodium content than the originals. You buy a light product to reduce bloating, and it may actually be causing your body to retain more water. It's a cruel trade. In short, they remove the fat and add sugar, sodium, and starch. They remove the sugar and add fat, maltodextrin, and a cocktail of chemicals. Most of the time, you're trading an ingredient you know for a list of additives you can barely pronounce. Lie 3. The boomerang effect of artificial sweeteners. We've reached the base of the light diet pyramid: artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, saccharin. They are sold as the magic solution, sweet without calories. But science shows that this magic comes at a price. First, they can trick your brain. When you consume something sweet, your brain expects energy. With sweeteners, the sweet taste arrives, but the energy doesn't. This confusion can increase your craving for real sweets, leading to higher calorie intake throughout the day. You drink a zero-calorie soda and later feel an uncontrollable urge to eat a cake. It's not a lack of willpower, it's your body reacting to a confusing signal. Second, the impact on your gut health. Our gut is home to trillions of bacteria, essential for digestion, immunity, and even mood. Research indicates that consuming artificial sweeteners can negatively alter this microbiota, leading to problems such as gas, bloating, and chronic inflammation. Third, there are long-term safety concerns. Aspartame has been classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, an arm of the WHO, as possibly carcinogenic to humans. Although the scientific debate continues, the warning is already cause for caution. Another study linked consumption of the sweetener erythritol to a higher risk of cardiovascular events. The irony is that, in trying to avoid the problems of sugar, you may be exposing yourself to a new class of problems whose long-term effects are not yet fully understood. You're trading a known villain for a hidden enemy. The empowering solution, your secret weapon against the industry. After all this, you may be feeling cheated. So what do I do? The answer is not despair, it's knowledge. The solution is to regain control with the most powerful tool a consumer has, the ability to read a label. What I'm going to teach you now is not a diet, it's a life skill. Step 1. Ignore the front of the package. The front of the package is advertising, not information. That's where the magic words are: light, fit, whole grain. Turn the package over. The truth is hidden on the back in small print. Step 2. Become an ingredient detective. Before looking at the nutritional information, Go to the ingredient list. By law, they are listed in order of quantity. The first ingredient is the one present in the largest quantity in the product. Your first golden rule: if the first three ingredients are sugar, sucrose, syrup, dextrose, maltodextrin, refined flour, or poor quality fat, put the product back on the shelf. If you buy whole wheat bread and the first ingredient is enriched wheat flour, you're being cheated. Your second golden rule is the mispronounceability rule. If the ingredient list is huge and full of names you can't pronounce, emulsifiers, stabilizers, preservatives, be suspicious. Real food doesn't need a kilometer-long ingredient list. An apple has one ingredient: apple. Step 3. Analyze the nutrition table like a strategist. Now, look at the nutrition table, but don't just focus on calories. First, check the serving size. The industry uses small servings, like 2 cookies, to make the numbers seem smaller. Calculate the value for the amount you would actually eat. Then, compare the nutrients. In a light product, compare it to the original version. Okay, they reduced 5g of fat. But what happened to the sodium? Did it increase? And the sugar? See the exchange that was made and decide if it's worth it. Prioritize products with low saturated fat and sodium content and high fiber content. The definitive golden rule: unwrap less, peel more. The final solution, the real secret to a healthy life, is not in choosing the right processed product. It's in drastically reducing the consumption of processed products, period. True health lies in real food: fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean meats, eggs. Foods that come from the earth, not from a factory. This doesn't mean you can never eat processed food again. It means that the basis of your diet should be whole, unprocessed foods. The rest is the exception, not the rule. When you prioritize real food, you don't need to worry about misleading marketing. You are in control. If this video opened your eyes to what's in your shopping cart, know that this is just the beginning. To ensure you continue to receive this type of investigative content which helps you make the best decisions for your health, subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is the only way we can notify you whenever a new video is released. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so we can build a community of conscious consumers together. Taking back control. So, what is the great truth behind light and diet foods? The promise is, in large part, a marketing illusion. They sell the idea of an easy solution, but the reality is that many of these products are food Frankensteins, with less fat, but full of sugar and sodium, or sugar-free, but full of fat, chemicals, and sweeteners that can sabotage your goals. The big problem has never been just the fat or the sugar. The problem is the processing. The solution is not to replace a processed food with its light version, but rather to replace processed products with real food. From today on, enter the supermarket with different eyes. Detective eyes. Turn the packaging over, read the ingredients, question the promises. You have the power to choose. And with each conscious choice, you send a message to the industry. We will no longer be deceived. The true diet, the most effective of all, is a diet free of lies.